Hey everybody. So this is the last video for chapter 9 part A. And this is going to be it's going to be brief. It's going to be about stuff we mostly already talked about. All right, throughout the videos. As I mentioned, there was some serious repetition throughout this chapter, and I don't want you to start thinking or second guessing yourself saying, "Wait, I thought I talked about that. Is this different now?" I promise you it's not. Here we are at the end of the muscle contraction. When the nervous stimulation ceases or stops, the muscle is no longer going to contract. It's going to do the opposite. It's going to relax. So with that said, we mentioned this earlier, acetylcholinesterase, the enzyme that's going to be released into the synapse, is going to stop generating action potentials because it's going to start to break down the acetylcholine, right? We have to get rid of it from the synaptic cleft because if it's still in there, you're still contracting. So we're not talking about contraction. We already did that. We're done. So acetylcholinesterase is going to enter. It's going to break down those acetylcholines. And therefore, if there are no neurotransmitter, no acetylcholine, you're not going to do contraction anymore. It's over. That's at the synapse. Within the membrane of the cell, again, this is the end of contraction, the calcium is no longer needed because you're no longer contracting the muscle. So where's that calcium going to go? It's going to start to get carried back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum by an active transport and a protein. All right. So this protein is called calsequestrin, and its job is to take calcium and remove it from the cytosol and back up into the sarcoplasmic reticulum. All right, because you are done. So in other words, no more acetylcholine. So you break it down with an enzyme, acetylcholinesterase, and no more need for calcium in the membrane because we are no longer binding actin and myosin together. So that is going to be an active transport where we're actively moving calcium out, and this is going to be done via calsequestrin. Please keep in mind the calcium being carried out is a slow process. And that's going to be very important to keep in mind in the upcoming videos because what if there is still some calcium left in the cell in between stimulation, in between impulses, in between action potentials? Is that going to impact our contraction? Just things to think about. Anyways, that's it for the end of the muscle contraction and the beginning of relaxation. If you have any questions on muscle contraction, please let me know.